Okay, so let's go over some declarer and defensive play techniques. I'm just going to look at 4 boards from the 12 boards I gave you. So first hand, we've got a 5-4-2-2 distribution, so we can't open this a no trump. I noticed some of you tried opening one no trump with this hand, but it's not really right to 5-4-2-2 distribution. You should open your longest suit, 1 spade. So that's what we're going to do, 1 spade. East has got nothing to say. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13 count. So we've got game values. We've got 4 card spade support, so we can go straight to 4 spades, and everybody should pass. All right, so one of the techniques to get declarers off in a contract is simply to lead your singleton, hope partner's got the ace, or maybe they've got a trick like the ace of spades, and then they can lead that card back to you that you led, i.e. the singleton. So here, rather than lead the ace of hearts, unsupported ace, which is a possible lead, by the way. I mean, you could lead the ace. So normally I say don't lead an unsupported ace. So this is what an unsupported ace is. You don't have the king. Normally when you lead the ace, you should have the king. This is a possible lead because your partner could have a singleton ace, a singleton heart. So you could lead the ace of hearts and another heart, let's say. The danger of this is you lead the ace, and it's actually more likely North is going to be void in hearts. So when you lead the ace, declarer could rough this, and maybe South has got King, Queen of Hearts or something like that. So a potential lead is the 2 of diamonds. So let's lead that. So you're going with the 9, and let's say West thinks, well, I'm just going to cover that with a queen. Third hand plays high, so that is a possibility. And this hand goes in with a king. So that is a possible play. Another possible play is actually not to, oops, what have I done here? Right, yeah. So another possible play, rather than going with a queen, is actually just to play a low one, okay? And the reason why is, if they've led the 2 of diamonds here from 4th highest, if they've led 4th highest, then North is likely to go in with the ace, okay? So if East had all the cards that North has and the King of Diamonds, they'd have probably actually played the ace because they should have like a singleton diamond if they've led 4th highest. So if you think 4 diamonds here, 4 diamonds here, 4 diamonds here, there must be only 1 diamond here. So why would you play the 9? Okay, so there is that kind of logic. But if you do this, let's say, all right, you can still take this contract off. So it'd be right now for North to just draw trumps because you've got nothing to ruff. If you look at your hand, you've got 1 loser in hearts, the ace of hearts. In diamonds now, you've got solid diamonds. All right, you missed the king and queen have gone, and they're all winners. And in clubs, you've got solid clubs other than the ace of clubs. So you've got nothing to rough. All right, so when you've got nothing to rough in dummy, so you don't have any shortness in hearts or anything like that, you've got nothing to rough. You want to draw trumps. So you could just play the king or queen of spades to begin with. So you try that, and West wins with the ace. And now West has a think, why did East lead the 2 of diamonds? They don't have the queen of diamonds and they didn't have the king of diamonds. Now, if you think about our leads, our style of leads, when we lead a small card, that shows an honor in a suit, usually 4th highest from a small honor card. A small card usually means 4th highest, and you've got an honor meaning ace, king, queen, or jack. Okay, so East clearly doesn't have the ace, king, queen, or jack because we had the queen, Declarer had the king, and you can see the ace, jack in the dummy. So therefore, that 2 of diamonds must be a singleton. So now you can just play a diamond back. All right, you play a diamond back, and lo and behold, partner roughs it. Okay, so now we've got a couple of tricks for the defense. East now cashes out the ace of hearts. Now, ace, sorry, low encouraging, low discouraging, high encouraging. Okay, high encouraging, low discouraging, held. So if we wanted the ace of hearts to be continued, so in other words, we tell partner we've got the king of hearts, we'd have played the high one. Well, we don't have the king of hearts. So we're going to play the low 3, saying, partner, I don't really want that suit continued. All right. So we don't want it continued. So what does partner do? Switch to a high one, high for hate. Okay. So usually second highest. Okay. Doesn't really matter here. You can see king, queen, jack. Either partner's got the ace of clubs or they haven't got it. Okay. And lo and behold, they do have the ace of clubs. And you've now taken the contract off. Okay. Now, what was the other board I wanted to look at? I think it might have been 4 or 7. Hold on a minute. Let's try 4. Yeah, board 4. Okay, so let's have a look at the bidding. So we've got 6 diamonds. So we open a diamond. North passes. East bids a spade because you bid your longest suit first here. If they're equal then, 4 hearts and 4 spades, you'd bid a heart. But because you've got longer spades and you've got enough points to sort of go to the 2 level, so you're happy to bid hearts on another go. So you're going to bid 1 spade. West just repeats the diamonds because they don't really have anything better to say. Okay, and now East tries 2 hearts. Okay, showing that he's shaped 5, 4, 5 spades and 4 hearts. Unfortunately, West does not have a 3-card spade suit or a 4-card heart suit. Okay, so remember, it's still actually possible for West to hold 4 hearts. Okay, just because this hand didn't bid 2 hearts over the 1 spade bid, West could still hold 4 hearts. And the reason being is, if West were to bid 2 hearts over the 1 spade bid, that would show a reverse or going through the barrier. Okay, remember, going through the barrier, when you bid 1 diamond, you create a barrier, and the barrier is 2 diamonds. So if you make a bid higher than that, you're going through the barrier, showing a strong hand. So clearly, you can't bid past the barrier when you've got a weak hand. So you've only got a 12, 13 count, okay? So that's just an opening bid, really, you know, a standard kind of opening bid. So when this hand bids 2 hearts, now you bid 2 no trumps, showing you've got no tolerance for spades or hearts, but you do have a club stop. Okay, 6, 7, 10, 12 count. Well, they could bid 3 no trumps now if they wanted to, or they could just pass. They got a 12 count, so they think, why not? I'll go for it. Okay, and it gets passed out. And North to lead. So what's happened here? You don't want to lead a diamond, obviously, because West has bid diamonds twice. So diamonds is out of the question. A possible other lead is to lead the unbid suit. So leading a club would be the right card. You don't really want to lead East's first suit because you know they've got a 5-card spade suit. So you could lead their second suit. So you've got a choice of leads here, either of which are good. It's just a case of which one you're going to lead. So from the opening leads, if you're going to lead a heart, you'd lead second highest from a poor suit. So you're leading that one. Okay. If you want to lead the other suit, clubs, you'd lead this one, the jack of clubs, top of a sequence, I guess. Jack 10 is all right. So playing the jack kind of shows a 10. You're trying to hope for finding partner suits. So you could lead either one of those. So let's say you lead the 8 of hearts. Okay. You're leading through dummy's second suit, which shouldn't be as strong as the first suit, and hoping you're finding partner with some hearts. Okay. So you play that, and dummy goes up with the 10. So this hand now knows in defense that partner must have the 9 and must be leading second highest, because if West had the 9 of hearts, okay, they would have just played the low one rather than putting in the 10. Okay, so if they had the 9 of hearts, they'd play a low one. Okay, so clearly they don't have it. So they've gone in with a 10, and now you play the queen. So when you've got king, queen, you don't play the king, you play the queen. You're saying to partner, I may have the king. All right. If you play the king, you're denying the queen. So play the queen. Okay. And now you're in this hand. You're looking at dummy. Okay. So this is the dummy here. What are you going to play? Well, you're not going to play a diamond back because this hand's bid it twice. So it's kind of their suit. You don't want to play a heart into the ace jack. And you probably don't want to play a spade into this long suit. So you think, right, I'll play a club back. So you're going to play second highest from a poor suit again. And this hand decides to play low. This time with jack 10, you play the 10, remember. You don't play the jack, you play the 10. If you're leading, you'd lead the jack, but here you're playing the 10. And the queen goes up. Now East thinks, well, look, I've got this long diamond suit. What I'm hoping for is I can set up some diamond winners. I'm hoping South has got the queen of diamonds. So in other words, what you're hoping for as West is that South has the queen, another diamond, and the 6, say. So you play the king of diamonds, okay. You play another diamond, and what you're hoping for is this hand plays another diamond, and then you can take a finesse. That would be the right line when you've got 8 cards. Remember the phrase, 8 ever, 9 never. So 8 every time you would take the finesse. 9 never take the finesse. That's what that means. But on this occasion, okay, South shows out of diamonds, and they just play a low club. All right, and you decide not to put in the ace right away. You just play the 9. It doesn't actually matter what card you play because North has got every single card kind of over your pips. So you put in the 10. So you started off with a heart lead. That still looks like a good lead. So this time you're going to play the 9 of hearts. So you kind of play your highest card now to unblock. Remember, when you start off with the second highest, this is like now what's known as a mud lead, middle, up, down. So you've played the middle card, the 8 of hearts. Now you're going up. You're playing the 9 of hearts. Okay. And this hand could go in with the jack, for instance. Or it could play the ace. It doesn't really matter what it does. Whatever. If he plays the ace, this hand's just going to play a low. If it plays the jack, then you can play the king. All right. So you might decide, right, I'll take another finesse. It loses. And then South thinks, well, I've still got the ace. I'm going to keep hold of that. That's an entry to my hand. And I'm going to play another heart. Okay. So you play another heart. You remember that North could not beat the queen of clubs, so it doesn't look like North has got the ace or king. It's possible that they do have the ace or king, all right? So they could have decided not to go up with the ace, for example, and let them win the queen so that you can come through again, all right? But here, if we play another heart, what we're doing is we're going to knock out this ace and set up the 6 of hearts. So we're going to do that. This hand now throws a card away. And say you win with the ace, and now what are you going to do? Well, you can win those clubs anytime. You're going to try and set up the spades, maybe. You kind of know that you've had it here. All right. So what are you going to play here? Well, you might play ace or small. It doesn't really matter. Let's play the ace. Okay, now cash your winning heart. I'm going to throw a diamond away. Throw a spade away. Got to follow suit. And let's play a club. So this hand wins with that. And plays the ace of clubs. Okay, and now actually what you've done here, okay, you've been a bit clever. You've done a little squeeze play here. You're still going off, okay, but not as much. Now look at these 3. This is quite an advanced play, okay, but this is what's known as a squeeze play or an end play, all right? Sorry, it's not a squeeze play. It's called an end play. Let's get it right. An end play. So if you sort of picture the cards, if I play the ace of diamonds, you know North has got 2 more diamonds. And it also looks like he's probably got the king, because when this hand played a spade, this hand went up with the ace. So it went up with the ace, which kind of denies the king. So if you can remember all the cards, right, you know that North has got 2 more diamonds left, and they also should have the king of spades. So what you can do as West, I'll show you 2 different ways. So if you play the ace of diamonds, small diamond, you only get 1 more trick, don't you? You just get the ace of diamonds, and you're going to lose these 2 tricks to this North player, all right? But if we undo it, if we make a clever play here, we can do what's known as an end play. So we played a jack of spades, right? And now North is now having to play into your strength. So whatever card they do, you're going to win the last 2. So you've gained an extra trick. You've still gone off in your contract, but you've not gone off as much, okay? And that can be the difference as declarer. So don't give up as declarer, okay? So as declarer, you got 7 tricks. So you're defeated by 2 tricks, but if you play it a different way, you'd have been defeated by 3 tricks. So that's what's known as an end play. Pretty tricky plays, can be. Now let's remember what boards I'm going to do here. I think it's 7. Yeah. Okay, so Here we're going to bid a spade. Are we going to bid a spade? 6, 10, 12, 14. So 15 points. We've got too many points to bid one no trump. So we're going to open one spade. West passes. 7, 10, 12, 13 count. We're going to go straight to 4 spades with enough points for game and a 4-card spade support. Pass, pass, pass. So I think many of you didn't bid 4 spades with this hand initially for some reason. I think a lot of you are looking at your spades and think, oh, they're only little spades. They're not very good. All right. So you decided not to bid 4 spades. But it's the right bid, technically. Now, West, what are you going to lead? Well, you could lead a singleton. That'd be a kind of normal lead. But the thing is, you don't really need a ruff here. It looks like there's a good chance you've got 2 tricks in spades. So I wouldn't lead a club looking for a ruff. What I would try and do is try and set up your own suit. So the best suit you've got here is hearts. So I'd lead the top of a sequence. All right. Now, north, south, let's have a look at this. It looks like you've got a spade loser. You're not to know that the spades are breaking 4-0. So normally going to break 2-2 or 3-1 most of the time. Here you're unlucky and they break 4-0, but you're not knowing that at the moment. As declarer, it looks like you've got 1 spade loser. Hearts, you've also got a heart loser. Diamonds, you've got no losers. Okay, you can play ace, king, queen. You've got no losers in diamonds. And in clubs, you've got 1 club loser. So you've got a spade, a heart, and a club loser. So it looks like you've got 3 tricks to lose on the surface of things. Okay, so how can you improve things? Well, hopefully you can get rid of a heart loser on the long club. All right, you play the king, queen, jack. You knock out the ace, say with the king. The queen and jack plays one of the clubs and gets rid of one of the losing hearts. So that would be the thing to do. Now, what you don't want to do is win the first heart and then play spade straight away. Because if you play spade straight away, they can continue the hearts, all right? And you haven't knocked out this ace of clubs yet. You need to knock out that ace of clubs in order to cash those 2 club tricks. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to go the way you want it because the spades break 4-0 and the clubs break 7-1. So that's incredibly unlucky because normally the clubs would break, say, 4-3 and the spades would break 3-1, something like that, and more normal breaks, and you'd probably make your contract. But here, you're going to play it the right way, but unfortunately, you're probably going to go off. So here you'd play the king of clubs. You can't see any reason why East wouldn't go up with the ace. All right. And you'd probably come back a heart here because, well, actually, there is something, information here. So in defense, right, you've got to think, how many clubs has my partner got? All right. Now, there's only the 9 out. So if my partner started off with 9-2, then what they should actually do is play 9-2. They should play the 9 first to show a doubleton. All right. And they've actually got a singleton. So with a singleton, all they can do is just play the 2 of clubs. Okay, so we just undo it back to here. Yeah, so there's only 3 clubs out. This hand here can see dummy, knows how many clubs they've got, and they know that there's only the 10-9-2 out. So if West has 10-2 or 9-2, they should start off with playing the 9 or the 10 first to show a doubleton. When actually what they do is they play the 2. So with only the 10 of clubs left, that 2 must be a singleton. So East could, if they wanted to, continue a club and know full well that West is going to be roughing this card. All right. But there is an argument for continuing with a heart. And the reason why you might want to continue with a heart is because West has made that decision. All right. West has made that decision to lead a heart and not lead a club. So you might want to continue with their defense, as it were. All right. So if you lead a club back, obviously it would get roughed. All right. And then they would continue with hearts. All right. So you might well do that defense. That's perfectly fine. All right. So you try that. you can see you're going to go off in this contract. All right, they can just cash the 10 of hearts now. Okay, and they've got the 4 tricks, and that's it. Now what was the other hand I wanted to do? I think it's board 10 maybe. Oops. Nope, not board 10. Should have written this down. Maybe it was 11 or 12. 1 second. Oh. 9, 8. Oh God, I can't find it. Let me just go through these a minute. 2. Bear with me. 4. 5. Here we go. This is the other hand I wanted to sort of show. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 count. So we open 1 heart. Pass from east. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got enough points to go to the 2 level. We bid 2 diamonds. Remember the rule of 14. You add up your points, your longest suit, and if that comes to 14, you can go to the 2 level. West isn't going to bid anything. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 count. Now you just bid 2 no trumps, showing 15 to 19 points. So you remember your no trump rebids. This shows 15 to 19 points, and it's game forcing because the 2 diamond bid has shown a 10 count effectively. All right, now you don't have 3 hearts. If you'd had 3 hearts, you'd bid 3 hearts. You don't have 4 spades or anything like that, so you're just content with bidding 3 no trumps. Okay, so east, you're not going to lead a heart because you'd be leading into north's hearts. You're not going to lead a diamond because that's north's south strength. So you're going to rule out hearts and diamonds as a lead. So now you've got either spades or clubs. And what I'd look at is think that, well, they don't have a 4-4 spade fit. They haven't bid spades. I could lead clubs. All right, so that's another alternative. But what I'm going to do is actually lead a top of a doubleton. All right. So this is another lead that you can make against a suit or no trumps, top of a doubleton. And what I'm hoping to do is try and find my partner with some points. I've only got a 4 count, and my partner might have some points because they bid to 3 no trumps. So let's give them like 26 points. I've got 4. My partner might have about 10 points. So I'm hoping my partner can take them off in spades. So I'm going to try and lead spades. And the reason why I'm leading spades, I've got shortness. There's a good chance they've got length because north-south hasn't found a fit in the other major spades. So I'm going to lead the other major. I'm going to lead shortness and try and find my partner's suit. So you lead that, you play low, and this would be a case of you wouldn't play the ace now. Right? So if you play the ace, you set up 2 tricks in spades. So we're going to not do that. We're going to put in the 7. All right. Play the lowest one. Okay. So that doesn't deny 9, 10 jack. So I could still have that when the king goes in. All right. If I play the jack, that would deny holding the 10. All right. So I'm going to put in the 7. And then the king pops up. All right. Now, what are we going to do here? We've got 1 trick in spades. We've got 3 tricks in clubs. Looks like the most tricks we can get are in diamonds. So the way to play the diamonds, I noticed some of you played the 4 of diamonds first. So what you should do is play your honors high. So play your high honors from the shorthand first. So with Queen X, unblock your diamonds. So play the Queen of Diamonds. Okay. And this hand can play with the ace. Now, you can't play, as West, you can't play the ace of spades now. You want your partner to play another spade. So you've won with the ace of diamonds. You're not going to come back a clubby. You can see dummy. Now, South has got Jack 6. What you're hoping for is partner has got the ace, king, or queen of hearts. So again, what I'm going to do is going to play a high heart back. High for hate. I might actually play the 9 rather than the 7. I'm trying to play a high heart back to say I hate this suit. So I'm actually going to play the 9 to make it clear to partner I don't like hearts. If I liked hearts, I'd play a low heart. So here, by playing the 9 of hearts, I'm saying, partner, I hate hearts. All right, and it's clear not to come back a diamond because the diamonds are solid now. So partner should not come a diamond back if they win. So this hand plays low, and now you go up with the ace. All right, and now you continue with the spades. Because this hand North has played the king, all right, it's played the king and not played the ace. Maybe my partner has got the ace of spades. That is what we're hoping for. We're hoping partner's got this holding in spades. So you play the 2, put in the 8, and you cover with a 9. Okay, and then you just take it off. Okay, 4, and you then take another 2 tricks, and you take it 2 off. Okay, so that's a little bit of declarer and defensive strategies in bridge. I hope you found that useful.